Hello and welcome to day number 115. 115. My name is Mary, and today's story title is David and Bathsheba. When David first became king, he went into battle with his army, but eventually he left Joab to lead his warriors while he stayed in his palace on Mount Zion. One evening, about sunset, David was walking on the roof of his palace. He looked down into a garden nearby and saw a very beautiful woman. David asked one of his servants who this woman was and was told, "Her name is Bathsheba, and she is the wife of Uriah." Uriah was an officer in David's army, and at that time he was fighting the Ammonites near the desert on the east of Jordan. David sent for Uriah's wife, Bathsheba, and talked to her. He loved her and wanted to take her as one of his own wives. In those days, it was not thought a sin for a man to have more than one wife. But David could not marry Bathsheba while her husband was living. Then a wicked thought came to David, and he formed a plan to have Uriah killed so he could have Bathsheba. David wrote a letter to Joab, the commander of his army. In the letter, he said, "When there is a fight with the Ammonites, send Uriah into the middle of it, where it will be the hottest, and manage to leave him there. So he will be killed by the Ammonites." Joab did as David commanded him. He sent Uriah with some other brave men to a place near the wall of the city, where he knew the defenders would rush out and attack. Uriah was killed. After Bathsheba had mourned her husband's death for a time, David took her into his palace, and she became his wife. And a little child was born to them, whom David loved greatly. Only Joab, David, and perhaps a few others knew that David had caused the death of Uriah. But God knew it, and God was displeased with David. And that was the end of our story. And it was the word of the Lord. Now we come to the discussion questions. Number 1, who was Bathsheba? Who was Bathsheba? Number 2, why did David want to have Uriah killed? Why did David want to have Uriah killed? The second part of question number 2, it says, how did he plan to do it? How did he plan to do it? Then question number 3, who else knew about David had done? Who else knew what David had done? And this way we come to the end of our questions as well. So we'll see you soon again. May God bless us all. Bye for now.